All right, so we got to talk about this, man. We definitely got to talk about this clown, man. This is crazy, folks. This is crazy, all right? The day has finally come, man. The day has finally come. So as you guys know, Mr. Organik is getting sued for this Lamborghini Urus, all right? This has been going on for I want to say almost a year now. And shout out to the Skip Tracer, right? Because he's been really covering this lawsuit. He's the one that first obtained all the court documents. He still gathers all the court documents. I know he dropped a video a week ago, or maybe a week and a half ago. I've been getting a lot of comments. I didn't really want to drop a reaction video right after his. Just wanted him to get as many views as possible. So it's almost been a week and a half now. But these are the judgment papers. All right, this is the judgment where he's being ordered to pay Midway. I forget the name of the company. $62,000 or $63,000, something like that. So I knew even a couple months ago. I mean, you can kind of tell from his channel the direction the channel is going. You can see the same thing with the podcast. You can see it with the views. We talked about the views and some of the recent videos. So I knew 5 months ago, throughout this court thing, I knew he wasn't even showing up to court. He didn't have a lawyer, so I knew the direction of this case. I knew he's going to end up having to pay, and I don't even know he's going to pay. I think they're just going to have to go after any assets he has, all right? So this is the clown, and I've been telling you, man, I've been telling you guys the lies on top of lies on top of lies. Shout out to Mr. Skinny, by the way. He dropped a video yesterday. We're actually going to check it out. But if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out on his channel right now. But yeah, so the Skip Tracer did a video, like I said, a week and a half ago. And he gathered the judgment paperwork, as you guys can see here. It's about 3 pages. I mean, there's a bunch of paperwork here. So let's check out what he had to say.
The address and everything when we bring this up. Okay, so rather than spend time redacting things and blurring things out, here's the judgment right here. It's a court judgment. I know you can't see it too well on screen. I'll try to zoom in a little bit, but here we go. Court judgment, plaintiff's written declaration, and none of this matters. This is not the good stuff. We're going to get to the good stuff in a moment. But we have judgment for the plaintiff, Midway Rent-A-Car, a California corporation, and against defendant Jarvis Rivers as an individual. And
Midway Rent-A-Car, man. Midway Rent-A-Car. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? When this man was getting Rolls Royce and Ferrari, and he claimed he was spending $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. He would get on IG Live, YouTube Live, and tell you guys all these bold-ass lies. Lies, lies, lies. All because he was promoting crypto scams, right? Promoting his mentorship program, coaching. Now he's got his academy. It was all lies on top of lies on top of lies. The whole time he was renting these cars, and I guess he couldn't afford to continue renting this Lamborghini Urus, just like all the other cars, and it ended up getting repossessed. Ended up getting repoed, and he has to pay back, and he's been hiding. So I guess he left he left California to go hide in Switzerland for a little bit. I guess he thought they would forget about him or something like that. But he told you he was going to Switzerland to move his money there. This man is such a liar. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know who enrolls into his academy. I don't know what kind of information you're going to get from his academy. This man is a liar. He's such a liar. It's crazy.
The total cost of the judgment, this is the initial damages, $53,193.87. The pre-judgment interest and rate of 10% equals $6,426.99. The attorney fees are $1,953.
So the Skip Tracer is breaking down all the, he's going through all the documents. He's breaking down all the cost part of this judgment. And this is what I want to ask you guys. If he's such a millionaire, because Organik kept saying he's a millionaire, he's so successful, he's a gargoyle, whatever, a gargoyle god, a mogul. Why does he have a hard time paying off $62,000, $63,000? Why is that such a difficult thing for him? Since he's a multi-millionaire, since he lives in a penthouse in Miami, right? Because everybody wants to think he lives in a penthouse. Since he's got, he said he bought a Rolex, man. And they're going to come after all this stuff. So all this shit he kept bragging on video. I got this Rolex. I got this bracelet or whatever the hell he's wearing on his wrist. All that shit, they're going to come after it. All that, you know them lawyers, they're going to come after all this stuff. He owes those people money for renting that car, not owning it. Like he sat on video and said he sold this Urus, right? I don't understand why he lies so much. That's the problem. We don't understand that. Why does he keep on lying? This man literally, and we did the same thing with real estate. I've been telling you guys, you can't really lie with real estate or cars because once you get the plates, the VIN number, you can trace these things down, all this property. The car, he said he sold it. He did a video where he literally said, I sold this Urus. All right, word for word. He sold it to a special client that fell in love with the car and paid him more than what he paid. And I knew it was lies because Organik paid more than the car is actually worth. All right, because he's a dummy. He's not really a car guy. This dude is so stupid. It's crazy. So we found a car. Out of all places, man, we found his Urus at Carrier Motors, the same place he picked up the Aston Martin from, the one he traded in his brother, the car he gifted his brother, the super stock, right? That's like a whole other mess too. Like this dude Organik is like, damn. This is like a massive failure on every level. Taking back a car he gifted his brother to go trade it in for an Aston Martin at Carrier Motors, the same place that actually bought his Urus from an auto auction, the car that he got on video and said he sold to a special client for more than what he spent on it. It's like lies on top of lies on top of lies on top of lies. And now he's trying to hide, right? The same way he tried to hide in Switzerland and now he's hiding in Florida. Now he's trying to hide behind all these lies that he's created and create this whole podcast. That's what he's doing. He's just running from his lies. So now he's trying to create this whole podcast, which is a massive disaster, a massive failure. All right, the views are sinking. It's just a hot mess. It's a hot mess. This is what he's doing. He's just running from the lies. And it's still promoting the same old crap. Like now he's got monkey shit Inu. I'm like, who the hell falls for this stuff? How do people fall for a coin called monkey shit Inu? It's crazy.
7 cents, and the cost is $651. Now, if you don't know, any reasonable attorney fees, and the court determines what is reasonable, or at least if something is way too high, like $10,000 an hour, would not be considered reasonable, but any reasonable attorney fees for the case, and the costs associated with filing the judgment and maybe having it served by a sheriff, that's all put into this, so $651 total of costs. All right, let's get into the next one, notice of rejection. I haven't viewed this one yet. By the way, these documents cost me $12, so even one membership on the $15 membership or a few on the $5 would be a great help. Even if you just do it for a month, I'd really appreciate it. And that's with Patreon. Like I said, I'll throw that link in there.
Definitely go check out the Skip Tracer's Patreon because when he makes these videos, he has to redact a lot of information or not show a lot of information disclosing these documents, which I believe you can see the full version on his Patreon. And I think this is actually useful for anyone that's actually considering. All right, ignore what I have to say, ignore my reaction, my opinion, because this is just my opinion at the end of the day. If you are considering joining Organik's Academy or getting his mentorship program or his one-on-one coaching, all right, this man is like, apparently he's a financial advisor from what I just heard recently. Like he's charging people $500 an hour to help them in a financial positioning their whatever the hell he's doing, which I don't get it. I never understood it because he's financially like sinking. So why is he selling $500 hourly? It don't make sense. So this is something, if you are considering I guess joining his academy or mentorship, this is stuff you definitely got to check out and explore, because you might need to ask him like, yo, why are you getting sued for $60,000? Why aren't you paying this off? Why are you even in this type of predicament to begin with? You're a multi-millionaire. Why is he even renting cars? This man lied initially and said he bought these cars. It's crazy. Like this dude Organik is a massive failure.
but Superior Court costs, or Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, and it gives the court address, the plaintiff, the defendant. This says notice of rejection post-judgment. So this could have been an earlier filing that I just didn't pull just because I didn't want to sit there and pull all the documents on it and have to go through everything. Plus, it gets quite expensive. But he could have filed for a dismissal or a continuance or something. But this thing has been continued again and again and again.
So this is the video, if you guys haven't checked it out. So it's been, about like 2 weeks ago. It's over for Mr. Organik. Asset seizure. That's next. That's going to be next, man. They're going to come after that Aston Martin. They're going to come after everything.
So I don't know what this is rejecting, but either way, it says your writ of execution, notice of rejection post-judgment, or maybe it's about the writ of execution. There's just not a lot of information here. Other judgment date incorrect. Our record shows 7/31/2024. Okay, so it looks like it's maybe just a correction here. That's all it is. Like I said, I haven't reviewed this document yet. This is my first time looking at this. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is a memorandum of the cost, and I think we've already kind of seen this a little bit, but maybe this just goes into depth a little more. Accrued interest and remaining due. This says August 20th, 2024 is when it was signed, and so we do have proof of service here, and I will go ahead and blur this out because it has Jarvis River's exact address, and it has the apartment number and everything in Miami. It says date of mailing 8/20/2024, and it says proof of service placed in envelope for collection and mailing on the date of the place shown, probably because they couldn't serve him. I can see Mr. Organik being elusive here and not wanting to get served by this, obviously, so they probably had to put it in the mail, and a lot of states will allow this after the attempts are made. It really depends on the court and depends on the type of case, and is it a small claims, a civil, a superior, whatever, so it depends on all of that. Let's move on to the final document. Okay, so this
is a hot mess, man. This is a hot mess, and I think it was like 4 months ago, I even predicted, I was like, it was like, as soon as we knew he had a lawsuit for this Lamborghini, we knew he's going to end up having to pay because it's just clear as daylight. He rented a car and he didn't make the monthly payments. So it's obvious. They're going to repo the car and they're going to file a lawsuit to try to recover the money. So there was no way around it. It don't matter all these goofies that get in the comments, that want to call themselves gargoyle fans or whatever the hell they want to call themselves. Like, at the end of the day, your head honcho, this clown Organik, is leading you guys in the wrong direction. Honestly, he could care less about you. All he cares about is personal gains. All right, he needs to make money off of you idiots. That's why he keeps on promoting bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. And now he's got new coins. Monkey shit Inu. Like, what happened to Volt Inu? Why is he now promoting monkey shit Inu? And there's another coin too he just added recently. So what happened to Volt Inu? What happened to Organik Inu? What happened to the coin Organik Inu, named after his own brand? Organik Inu, the one that he created and told you guys. And hold on, what happened to his NFT? You want me to go on and on and on? What happened to Volt Inu? How come you don't talk about it? I think the people behind Volt Inu are the ones behind Monkey Shit Inu. That was a pump and dump. That's what I think is going on. But what happened to Organik Inu? What happened to his NFT? Remember when he met with the whole team? He had like a whole team, man. I remember that girl, because she kind of looked European or something like that. And he had like this dude design like whatever he was going to design. I think the guy was he designed something for The Simpsons. So it's crazy. This is crazy. This man is literally taking advantage of you guys.
Writ of execution. Now, a writ of execution basically is an order or document that allows the plaintiff, in this case the law firm and representing Midway, to execute on the judgment. It allows them to...
A writ of execution, that means they coming after you. That's what it really means. They really coming after you. They're going to get all that money. So that Aston Martin, which also he doesn't own. He don't own that Aston Martin. That's probably either financed or leased. And that car don't even hold its value that well. So I don't know how much they're going to be able to get rid of. They might actually just take the car and throw it in the auction and see how much they can get for it. And I don't even think that's going to really satisfy the $62,000. But they might end up going after all those watches, right? Because he seems like he has a collection of watches. And what happened to the guys remember the guy he went to, he did a partnership with? The watch guy? The one where, what's that dude from the Nelk Boys? Steve Steve will do it, right? He bumped into the Organik in there. Like, what happened with those guys? Like, Organic just kept popping up at all these businesses and talking about partnerships and collabs and business this, business that. And now he's running away from his lies and created this bullshit ass podcast, which is sinking.
Do various things on the judgment that allow them to get the money. Now, this might be, and in Florida, you can do a lot of different things. So this might be taking his vehicles and having it sold at sheriff's auction. It'll have to be any vehicles he owns straight out, but they're going to be able to tell that. They're going to be able to do a data vendor search with like TLO or Del Point or Locate Smarter is a good one, Tracers. IDI is, I guess, okay. They're going to do a data vendor search and try to find out, run his name, and I'll show his social and all this, and show what assets he has in his name. And in California, that would be really difficult because the data vendors don't have access to a person's vehicle, but in Florida, they do. So if he's registered them in Florida, they're now going to have access to see that. They're going to be able to see property. They're going to be able to go after his the money he puts down on his apartment. So it could be like, I guess it's probably an apartment I don't think he owns because it was an apartment.
Yo, that's crazy. Did you guys hear what Skip Tracer just said? Hold on, I gotta replay this. This is crazy.
Vehicle, but in Florida, they do. So if he's registered them in Florida, they're now going to have access to see that. They're going to be able to see property. They're going to be able to go after his the money he puts down on his apartment. So it could be like, I guess it's probably an apartment I don't think he owns because it was an apartment. So, I mean, they have ownership things, but it's probably just renting. So they're going to be able to grab the money that he puts down, like security deposit, first, last month's rent, security, whatever.
They're going to be able to get his security deposit at his apartment. That's crazy. So I'm curious, like, because I don't know anybody that's, like, been screwed like this, especially no fake guru, fake wannabe YouTuber influencer, but I don't know anybody. So if they go after his security deposit, so let's say they take the money that, let's say he put like $3,000 security deposit, they're going to be able to take that money, but then the apartment building, they're going to want Organik to replace that $3,000. So are they going to keep playing like that kind of hide and seek game? Like every time he puts down $3,000 security deposit, they're going to go and recover that money. And then the apartment building is going to request it again from Organik. And then the lawyers are going to go try to get another $3,000. Like that's going to be crazy. That's going to be like a mouse and rat kind of game.
So however much money is there. And the great thing is, for them at least, he's going to have to renew that. So they can do that. They can go after.
And he's going to have to renew that. That's crazy. Are you guys listening to this? This is the gargoyle god, right? This is the multi-millionaire. They're going after this man. They're going to have to go after his security deposit unless they can find a way to go after his jewelry, the watches, which I think that's going to be kind of hard because he claims the watches are in Switzerland. So, I don't know. That kind of gives me like a feeling of money laundering. Like, I feel like he knew. So, he must have known when he left California to go to California. He knew he was in the wrong. He knew he owed people money. And he decided, I guess, to take whatever is left and go hide in Switzerland. Unlike what he told you guys, he told you he was going to Switzerland because he's got business moves. And it seemed like all along this man owed people money. He couldn't maintain that lifestyle. He couldn't maintain having all these nice cars. He couldn't maintain the same lies he kept telling you guys. So he ran and tried to hide in Switzerland. That didn't work out. So he came back and crashed in a tall guy's place. Then maybe Jasmine was like, get this bum out of here. So then he moved to Miami. That's crazy, man. That's wild, man. That's wow. They're going to go after this man's security deposit, Mr. Organik, Mr. Multi-millionaire. Like, I just don't understand what was the purpose. What was the whole purpose of this? Like, what does it benefit for him to create this YouTube channel, sit on here, drive all these cars that he couldn't even afford? Probably only lasted like a year. How long he had the Malibu place for like a year, It's just like it's spending too much to put on a facade, like a fake image. Like it's crazy. This is crazy, man. But yeah, so check out the definitely go check out the skip tracer. We only like probably listened to half the video. He goes into a little bit more details on, I guess, how they're gonna be able to recover the money. So definitely go check out the Skip Tracers channel. Go subscribe there. Let me know what you guys think about this, man. They finally want their money, man. They want 62,000 or 63,000. They want their money. Organik, pay these people their money, man. You rented their car. They deserve to get paid.